Hello. Now that we've entered all the content in our presentation, it's time for us to format the appearance. So if you'll see, all of the slides have a unified appearance. It uses the same fonts and it uses the same background elements. Like all the titles have this white background and then the content has this blue background. So to accomplish this unified look, you need to use something called a design theme. And currently our presentation looks quite plain because it has a white background. And now we're going to apply a design theme by clicking on design, and you'll see here there's a group here called themes. And if you click this arrow here, you can see all the themes that are currently installed on your computer. And if you have some themes that you've downloaded from the internet, you can browse for them and look for them where you save them. But I'm just going to use whatever themes are already pre-installed with my PowerPoint software. And I'm going to point the mouse over each of the themes, and you'll see that as you point your mouse on top of a theme, it will show you the name of that theme in a text box. And as you point the mouse at each theme thumbnail, you'll see that a preview of how the current slide will look like with that theme is shown. Okay, so I'm going through these different thumbnails, and now I see this theme called Banded, and this is actually the theme that I picked for this lab exercise. So I like this theme, and I'm just going to click it. And when I click it, you'll see that all my slides instantly have a new look and feel. And the appearance is controlled by the design theme that I've chosen. And I'm just going to go over each of my slides here just to make sure that nothing has been shifted out of place, because sometimes depending on the theme that you've chosen, some of your elements may be shifted off the screen or they may not be straight. Okay, so you'll see here that my word art, the color has been changed to a different color by applying the theme. And okay, here's my references, and from the references, some of my text is off the slide, so I'm going to reduce the height of my placeholder so that all of my text can be seen. Or maybe my font size, right now it's 24, I'm going to shift it back to 18 or maybe 20. Yeah, 20, and now they all fit here. So I have applied this theme called Banded, and that has quickly changed the appearance of all my slides, and now they all have this unified appearance. Now another thing I may want to change is the background of my title slide. Now this is the title slide and I want to get people's attention, so I may want to put a background picture here. So to put the background picture, we've already done this before with one of our ending slides. So hopefully you remember the steps. You just simply click on design, click the sign, and then over here, format background. You're gonna select the picture, fill, and then choose insert from a file. And our background is this banner image. I click it and it previews. This is the image I want. So I click insert, and now you'll see that the image has been inserted, but it doesn't overlay the title or the subtitle because these are placeholders that are already here. Now another effect I may go for is I may want to make the white background here a bit more transparent so that part of the background will bleed through this white color. And for this subtitle over here, okay, so when I click here, you'll see that there's a box around the subtitle. Because of this background picture, the text isn't very clear now. I'm going to go to format, and I'm going to fill up this placeholder with a white color. And the text, I'm going to change the text so that it has the same color, which is this color here. So I'm going to select the text here. The text is here, it's just in white. And I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to change it to this color. There, and I'm going to make it bold. Alright, so this is my title slide. So now I can see the subtitle more clearly. But then another thing I may want to do is I may want to make this also more transparent. So how can we make this more transparent? So I'm going to click here and back to format, and here under shape styles there's a arrow here on the lower right hand corner. I'm going to click this arrow, and you'll see here there's transparency. So we can play around with the transparency. You can drag it here, and you'll see that as you drag it, the white color becomes more and more transparent. And we'll just leave it to 15% transparency here. Now I want to do the same thing with the shape up here, but as you'll see, there's no format up here. There's no way for me to change the transparency. And the reason is this rectangle is not a placeholder. This is the placeholder. So the rectangle came from the banded design theme that we chose here, right? This is the banded design theme. So if you want to change anything that came from the theme, you cannot change it in the editor. You need to go to something called the slide master. So I'm going to go to view, and then I'm going to go to the slide master. Now the slide master simply contains all of the templates that came from the design theme. So these are different appearances of the layouts that came from the banded design theme. We just need to go to the one for the title slide, and it's here. Now I'm going to click on this white rectangle, and as you can see now I can select it, and up here now you can see format, and now I can click this arrow here on the lower right hand corner to format, and then I can also change the transparency to 15% here. Okay, there, 15%. So now you can see that the blue color is kind of showing through the white over here now. And when I'm done, I go back to slide master because I'm in the slide master right now. I'm editing it, and then I go close slide master, and now you can see that these two white areas here are slightly transparent. I'm going to show you here. Okay, so now we can see the background slightly through this white color, and I think the text also is clearer this way. So that's how we can change the appearance of all our slides, and also insert a background picture here on the title slide. And we also learned how to make the background color more transparent so that the background image can show through slightly.